now. Yeah.
Thank you, Chair. Honorable members, I'm Ochaya James, Deputy Inspector General Police.
Just some clarification.
Yes,
the Honorable
Honorable
is talking
Cooper.
about the savings from the DPC. Where is this DPC saving this money from? Did he clarify to you that where he's saving from?
You are now asking.
We know.
No.
Maybe, Chair, I would, because like Honorable Elijah is saying, it's like they scavenge from what they give DPC to give these people. But I think there's money dedicated to these people. And maybe what the finance people can tell us is how much is it?
That is
in addition to their salary and feeding, the welfare of these people.
so that it's not at the discretion of DPC, to save and give.
Maybe you will allow the finance people to tell us.
Sure.
So, Honorable Chair, is Honorable Cooper in order?
No, he's not.
Question to somebody who went to the field.
Okay. Press again. Okay. It's now. No. Okay. Oh, no.
With your permission, I beg to quickly summarize and then my other technical people will come in.
Please.
But I just wanted to respond to those direct questions which have been put forward to me. And on the issue of even the welfare of these people who work in the control rooms, they are paid 200,000 per month as an extra allowance. We take care of their meals and
that is irrespective of location.
Irrespective of location.
Very important.
But the Undersecretary will add and clarify. But that's the information I have. The kidnap, maybe what I could add, the Honorable Minister actually ably explained it. Because when you look at this infrastructure, there is phase 1, phase 2, and we are now talking about phase 3. It means it is still work in progress. For example, phase 2 is talking about highways and urban centers. That means definitely there are gaps in most of these areas. And this explains, for example, this incident of Rukunjiri, where, of course, people could have used other areas where there is no CCTV coverage, and by good luck, there was a CCTV which could capture the vehicle.
Short one. Mr. IGP, to get to Mpiji, you either use Mbarara Mpiji main road. If not, you pass through Ibanda, Kazo, Rushere, Sembabule, you get to Mpiji. Other than that, if you are from Rukunji, then you have to take Kasese for Potro. So, are you convincing us that those...
Honorable Namanya, the minister actually instructed the Deputy Director CID.
And two, now that I have them, finally, Chair, finally, now account for every Ugandan. Now, since that time, now that I have them, tell us where is Tudiamuleva Deus. Now that you as a state that should give us answer to tell to people, where is Tudiamuleva Deus up to date? Thank you.
Okay.
So I think, could we about the status and then provide answers to the Honorable Member? A more concrete, detailed status of Tudiamuleva, yeah.
DPC Rukunjiri can avail now. The case is you have phone calls everywhere call about the same person.
So the matter is
give
that
you when it was reported.
Did you say
and how?
Did you say 20 October 2020?
I think it is 2023. I'm not very sure.
I can assign Chelimo.
But at least the name of a person, I'm very confident about it.
Chelimo and Asaba can find out.
Okay. The name and the areas, at least I'm very confident about that fact. Okay. I'm not sure of the date. But the name and the areas where he was picked, I'm very confident about it.
Okay, so Deputy Director CID and Asaba, Cherimo and Asaba, as the minister instructed, take that up and update.
Thank you, Chair. Issues will be responded to by the Undersecretary, and the technical areas will be answered by the Director ICT,
ICT, yeah.
and then the investigative issues will be handled by either the representative of the Director CID and the representative of Director Crime Intelligence. Thank you, Chair.
Okay, thank you, IGP. Matters numbers.
Honorable Chair, the first issue is on the cost of phase 3. As we heard from the minister's presentation, we are still under design and the budget solicitation, but currently it is projected to be at 220 billion, which is the equivalent of $62 million. And related to that is the question of why we are talking about dollars. One of the honor members actually answered this, Chair. We took a loan from a foreign bank, and there is no way we would have talked about a loan coming from abroad in Uganda shillings. However, we converted it, and the difference between the 104 and 126 is because when you get a loan, it does not include tax. So the government of Uganda had to pay the tax component of VAT, and that money was availed to us in order to pay for tax. That's how it came to 126 billion Uganda shillings. Then, Chair, the other issue is beg your pardon, 120 million US dollars, not billion. Then, Chair, the issue of welfare of personnel, which IGP has answered. First, the people that are the headquarters here, honor members, we have prioritized their housing. In spite of the shortage in housing, everybody works there, at least is housed in those flats you see, so that they're able to work. And the hours of work for those people is 6, as opposed to others who work throughout the day. We pay them an allowance of 200,000 per month in addition to their pay. Remember, they also paid as scientists, and that their pay is enhanced compared to other general duty officers. And above all the meals are provided, right from breakfast, lunch, tea, and dinner. That's how we have taken care of the welfare of people who work in the command centers. Thank you very much.
Question was, I don't know whether you clearly picked it. Parliament approved 104 United States dollars, but you talk about 120. So where did you get the extra money? Simple.
Chair, that's what I've explained, that the extra money
Was
expended as value-added tax, which was not part of the original component, which was a loan from...
That is 16 million.
Yes, please. It is.
Okay, then Director CID, no. ICT. I think efficiency or effectiveness of the CCTV system.
Chair, there is...
ICT.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Through concentrating on the technical part, and the Honorable Minister helped to answer this. I think he has a very good background, because when we were implementing, he was part of the... By then he was the CDF, and he attended a lot of meetings for this project. That's why he's very conversant, I believe so. Most of the things he has answered. Chair, one was about main grid going off in terms of power outages. Our system has power backups. The camera sites, if you look at it, there is a box. That box maintains the power up to 8 hours. Now, if the main grid goes off beyond that, we get affected. But the main monitoring centers remain on, because they have more hours compared to the sites. However, there is a lot of improvement, most especially in cities. Usually the outage is around 4 hours, so we get it right. And in going forward, in areas where we have identified where power goes off for long, some shall be installed with the solar systems. Then, Chair, we talked about, because there is a question about integrating camera system. The camera system being integrated with other systems. This camera system has got the surveillance cameras, the normal cameras. Then we have the call centers, the emergency, the 99. Then we have the automatic number plate recognition cameras. So all these systems are interconnected. If you go to the call center, emergency call center, if someone is calling, the system identifies where he's calling from, then the cameras around there come on. So you are able to know that this person is in this area. So the systems are integrated. Then, Honorable Chair, there was a question about the 90 days. The 90 days are for normal recording. We assume that in 90 days, an incident will have been reported. Once it is reported, that incident is captured and backed up. For 2.5 years, we have a backup center. So we don't throw away the information. Then, Chair, about the effects of construction and vandalism of infrastructure. We have a problem of people cutting electrical power lines. They cut the poles. It affects us a lot, and the restoration time goes to around 2 days for the power companies. But for the construction, it is guided by the law that if you are going to build a road, you must reinstate the utilities and the telecom infrastructure. So they follow procedures. The municipalities here and the city councils, they inform us, they get the contractors, and we are not affected by the construction. Only when it is to do with shifting, it means that if they are shifting a site, we wait. When the road is finished, they shift the site to the right position. Then, Chair, there were a question about whether the cameras are connected to headquarters stations. Yes, in Kampala, the network is for police. So all the stations and the district headquarters are connected to headquarters. Up country, we use national backbone infrastructure, which is managed by now Ministry of ICT. Before it was NITA. So all of them are connected, apart from those which we are not yet connected, like Rukunjiri is not yet on that national backbone, so it is independent. Yes. Kisoro, Kamuri, Chitugum, Kapchorwa, but NITA in this phase 5, they are connecting all these districts. Once they connect, we link. Then, Chair, there was the issue of border. Whether we have considered border districts, yes. You see, the phase 2, it was municipalities. By then, they were not yet cities. So it includes now the new cities. By then, they were municipalities, major towns, and major border points. Now, Buko has just come on, and still they have not connected the fiber. But once they connect, for us we tap. Busia is there, Maraba is there, Katuna is there, Chanika is there. And Chanika was a special case because of the events that were happening. That's why it was given an independent camera system. Yet the fiber has not reached. But Teregu is connected and it is on air. If you go to the monitoring center, you will see Teregu. Chair, then on maintenance, as our Honorable Minister has guided, we use it to face the challenge of maintenance funds, but through you, Chair, you have helped us a lot through the supplementary budget. So we really appreciate that, and that's why we are maintaining 85 to 95% performance of the cameras. The international standard is 92. And the reason why we don't maintain it to remain there is because of power.
So you are saying the Ugandan CCTV system is operating above international standards, right?
Yes, that is better.
Thank you.
Because international it should be 92%. We vary between 85 to 95. Now, the reason why we don't maintain it like 95 is because we have power challenges.
Power outages.
Power outages are a big problem. You will get a district in the morning is 100%, then in the evening it is 70. So it is a big issue on our side, and really the national backbone infrastructure has supported us. Their response is very good when we request, when there is any cut of the network, they respond very fast. Then, Chair, another part that I'm supposed, I think, to respond on taken home as if they are over.
Yes, the other one was for the budget, but I think they said it's still under. No, there was the issue of design with regard to especially phase 3 now. Yeah.
Yes, Chair.
The design, yeah.
The design for phase 3 is targeting areas that have gaps. Most especially when you look at ANPR camera, these ones which flash, they are very few, and yet they play a very big role in tracking the motorized equipment, vehicles and motorcycles. Then we are looking at, there is also a lot of developments in the cities. After the municipalities becoming cities, the expansion became big, so there is a lot of gaps there. Then, Chair, when you travel abroad, some countries which have developed their system to be bigger, they use private cameras. Private cameras, we mean cameras owned by private business, but where they are is publicly used. For example, a supermarket. For example, schools, hospitals, hotels. They are private, but publicly used. We are not looking at a camera in your compound. That's why there is this law we are requesting to be enacted to help us to have these cameras connect to the grid, and we expand our network. So far we are looking at, from our surveys throughout the country, we counted over 6,000 cameras that we can connect. And Chair, this will help us because one of the challenges is that when a crime is committed in that area, we have to request. In that process of request, someone goes and pulls out the hard piece. 2, there are people who have those systems, but they don't record. You go there, they are just scarecrows. So in this law, we are requesting that there should be standards. If you are installing a camera, there should be a recording. But some of them are scarecrows. You see there is the camera, but there is no recording. So it will help us in this area to make sure that we have the best system. Then, Chair, there is also capacity recording. You have to increase the recording. If you put all these cameras, you must increase the recording. That's why this phase 3 is so vital for us, and also integration of systems. Because the public keeps, if they keep the rate at which they are installing cameras, if we don't match with our storage, even the 90 days won't work. So we have to keep increasing the capacity, and it has to be work in progress all the time, especially on the storage. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman.
Talking about 90 days.
It is now backed up for 2.5 years. So we don't throw
They
away.
don't throw away data. Honorable Kahonda, did you have a point?
Of tax exemption. We needed to find out what kind of taxes did you use this money for. Secondly, Mr. Chairman, on the quality, there was an issue of quality of cameras.
That one, they were clearly taken care of. I think the question was asked, yes, effectiveness.
Is if they are intending now to address it in
And that's what is.
issue of incident response efficiency. We undertook a study tour being monitored very well under the command center, because Honorable Choto and others, I think, were around. When we looked at the vehicles, wanted vehicles, where you get it, and nothing is taking place. Nothing is taking place. You are monitoring them very well, using your CCTV cameras, but when it comes to enforcement, there is a very big gap. Could it be the problem of manpower? What is the problem? Thirdly, Mr. Chairman, the relationship between the Uganda police, especially the command center, with IT. Mr. Chairman, as you are aware, this system is at the same time supposed to have a share, the company is supposed to have a share on NTR collected. Again, to implement another project, another phase, with the same challenges, then that means we shall not be making any progress. They will keep on milking money from us, so we need also to know the status regarding the vendor locking. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chair. Chair, mine is a quick one. Sorry for coming late. Chair, I heard the salary is taken off without any communication, no interdiction, no what, and on, you find the file is lost.
A serving officer.
A serving officer.
Under disciplinary
procedures.
Ably explained, but on our part, we are ready, and it's our responsibility really to ensure that these people under us are well handled. But also I would like to add that at times some of them hide under that cover when actually some of them, even for example, he may be charged when he had disappeared for like 2 years and he's coming back and he expects that salary to have remained. Those are some of the instances, but I think it depends on case by case. And we shall be ready and willing to receive those complaints and we attend to them. Thank you, Chair.
Mr. Chairman,
You can buy any set and you connect on that system. So it is not vendor locked as it is being portrayed. Only that then they are ourselves. Thank you.
Director, have been on this committee at least for now close to 9 years. And this project started.
Is the system vendor?
Because this thing has not started today. You better tell the truth and we see how to.
Or maybe you understand him slightly different.
Honorable component that is still maintained by the service provider. And I think we could transfer this. Even Marlborough, the minister is aware of what happened to Nira. And this is we wanted you to be very clear on this and say, yes, there is a part still controlled by the service provider, but
to accommodate us, link the evidence under the law. How expeditious are you moving to ensure that the law exists, to ensure that at one point we are not caught off guard and the criminals
and the crime rate now. Honorable Chair, that needs a bit of analysis and comparison. And I think through the Inspector General of Police and the Honorable Minister, we can work out with the
And
Director
submit to the
ICT
committee.
and submit to the committee.
Okay.
In the case of the kidnap of Turiam Revadeus, I want to inform you, Honorable Chair,
You had
that
better
the
do that
matter was
because
reported.
that analysis will augment the need for phase 3. Better work out that analysis.
On Triamreva, can I request that we go backwards and provide a more comprehensive?
Why do you want scanty info? Okay.
We will.
And give a comprehensive report and work with Honorable Naboth.
Is it a
Look
case
at
that you are
any other
familiar
case.
with?
It is a case that is registered in Rukunjiri. It's a case that was investigated, and it is a case that we can relook in and work together and give you a comprehensive report through the Honorable Minister.
Written to the committee.
Actually, what they have is that this man was a taxi and CZ. Some people hired him, and that's how he was. He was not actually not even forcefully kidnapped. Those who hired him are the ones that disappeared with him.
Okay.
But this is scanty. We need.
So, Honorable Minister, you commit to fill the gaps?
To fill the gaps, and then we report.
Okay. Honorable, to get all the information put together and report to the Committee of Parliament in writing. Thank you. Go on.
Honorable Chair, at the same point, also,
Chair, I haven't given
just you don't. There, I want to know, is he under arrest?
Can Honorable Chuanuka report to the Director CID today?
That would be the excellent way. Please.
On a serious note, Honorable Chair, thank you.
Okay, then when you ask, it's
know,
better you get the response. Honorable
Chuanuka. Not from the chair, from the person there.
I am the one who gives the chair permission.
Under the law, yes, but under the, you already gave me the permission.
I have not, because when you brought
this
it,
question was asked a long time ago.
Can we have the finance?
Order.
I'm going to repeat this for the last time. Honorable Chuanuka, you were put on procedure that the matter you brought up was out of topic. I ruled as the chair.
It was on the Serena issue, not on this one. Not on this one. It was on the Serena issue. This one was accommodated, and I was only waiting for the answer.
The Serena?
The question which was put out of order was about the civilian who was killed at the gate of Serena, and you said I'm out of order. This one was asked earlier, and it was not out of order.
The one you were put out of.
It was about a civilian who was gunned down by.
That's the answer you want.
Police. No. I'm on the director CID.
That is why I ruled that you are out of order. Unless you are changing.
Out of. Right, Honorable Chair.
Okay, can you get answers now? Keep quiet and they give you answers. Colleagues and members of this committee, meeting is